Hello everybody, happy Sunday morning. I hope you're all doing well. I decided I haven't done a video. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back. Thank you for all of your lovely comments. I'm trying to get to them all as soon as possible. It's been kind of crazy. So anyway, this isn't going to be a very long video because I'm expecting a call and from my mom. So anyway, I had made some ruffles yesterday for our journal, or my journal that I'm making for my mom. And I thought what I would do, because I've never shown anybody how I make my No Sew Ruffles. So if you don't have a sewing machine, and you can see I just put these all together with some rings for now, because it's easier for me to take it apart and work on it, you know, as I go. So there's another one, and I'll show you what I'm going to put on that. I wonder where it went. I was going to put something on that. Oh, I know, I'll show you. So yeah, so I made some ruffles. They're no sew, and they're very simple to make. Very, very simple. And then I think there's another one. So on this one, what I've done is I did all my fussy cutting and I did some waxing. And put them in my little box where I keep all my waxed elements. So what I thought I would do for this one is, let's see if I can find some. Oh dear. I'm a little bit shaky this morning. I don't know why. I just think I'm nervous because I have to go away and I've just got a lot to do, and yeah, so anyway, let's see. Where are they? I should have pulled them. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to, for this one, I thought what I'd do is add either my waxed butterflies or my little waxed birds. So I'm going to pull those out and see what I think. I have other butterflies in here as well. But I wax everything because it's easier once I fussy cut them. Let's see, where are my little scissors? Oh dear. Anyway. Hold on one moment. For one, you can see through them, you know, both sides, because it turns into vellum. But then when you want to fussy cut around these really tiny pieces, it's nice and sturdy, and you can get the whole thing in there now. And I can kind of, you know, go around here. So what I do is I just wax them, you know, I cut them kind of around in a square or circle or what have you out of the page, wax them, and then I do the fussy cutting. And then if I have to go back and do a little bit more fussy cutting, then that's what I do. And see how simple that is? And now I've got the whole, you know, image, and I can, you know, put it on a page or, you know, on a ruffle or what have you. So anyway, that's just getting off track here. I have to find my butterflies. I have so many flowers and butterflies. That would look very pretty. But I think I'm going to stick with the butterflies. Let me see. I'm so sorry. I have napkins and butterflies. I keep all my pieces of napkin and wax them because you can fussy cut around those. But here's a lot of the elements. Okay, so I should be able to find them now. So here's another one. But see, you can see through it. It's vellum. So I think what I'll do is see if I can find another butterfly. But see how easy now it will be to cut around that bird. So beautiful. Love these fussy cuts. So let me see if I can find one more butterfly. Dear. Well, see, now that's not waxed. I think what I'll do is do this, put this here, and put this here. Yeah. Okay. Make it swift. And same thing with these. I can get into here now if I wanted to, or I can put it down on a page and you can't even see that white anymore. Same thing with this. I can now take this, put it on a page, and you can't see the white anymore. All you can see is the pretty flowers. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is show you how I'm just gonna decorate this one. You can use buttons, you can use trim. I always sew my buttons and then just glue them on because I glue this on, I don't sew it. So I'm just going to, and I'll add the little antennae later with some black thread. Excuse me. My fingers might have glue on them because I've been doing some gluing and waxing today, this morning. So I'm just going to go in here just a little tiny bit more. I want to keep those flowers on that particular butterfly. And I'm just kind of molding it, you know, just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. It's very easy once you wax them because, you know. So I'll do this one going this way, this one going this way, and this one will go this way. I'll just give this a little bit more dimension. And then I'm just going to glue those on, and that will be that ruffle. Or you can just leave it, you know, by itself. You don't have to put anything on it. You know what, actually, I think I'm going to cut these flowers off so that it looks cohesive. And I hope you're all doing good this morning. I am. I just feel like I have too much going on at once. And I get a little bit nervous when that happens. And I will admit, I'm a little bit nervous about Mom. She called last night and she hadn't remembered speaking with me yesterday. So that was a little bit of it was a little bit hard for me for that because we spoke for over an hour. And she was a little concerned because I hadn't called. So, yeah. So that was, you know, she was right on her game when I spoke with her on Friday. So I will be speaking with her after her lunch again today. So I told her I'd call her. So, but sometimes she gets a little bit, you know, nervous and she'll have the staff call me. So forgetting that I said that I'd call after lunch. And after lunch to her means as soon as she gets back to her room. Oh dear. It's hard being away. It really is hard being away. So, and my allergies are starting to kick up. Yay! Yay for allergy season. So I'm just going to put some Fabri-Tac here. If you're gluing this onto a page, I'm gluing onto fabric. But if you're gluing onto a page, you can use a glue stick because they become just like stickers. Okay? So I'm just giving you some ideas how you can decorate your ruffle if you so choose. You don't have to. I use buttons on one. I use trim on another. And I like to keep buttons threaded already in case I'm going to glue them because you can still sew them on. You know, you can still get through and sew them on if you you know, if you're going to. So sometimes at night I'll take buttons and I'll just, you know, thread them like I'm sewing them onto something, but I'm really not. So that when I have a project like this, I don't have to stop and, you know, sew buttons, because sometimes that takes time. And you all know how impatient I am. Well, unless you're new to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm impatient. As you might probably have already guessed by my intro. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. All right, so now what I'll do is take black thread and I'll just, you know, stitch a little bit. Well, I'll probably stitch a knot and then just cut the threads. But I won't do it now because this video is really about the ruffles. Oh, I just noticed that that piece was hanging off and I still have to put the little, what you call it, on it. I've been making some other things for this journal as well, so it's getting kind of chunky already, but I think she'll like it a lot. So those are the ruffles I made for this journal. I don't need any more. I think that's, you know, the 3 pages is plenty for this one. And I think it's really pretty. This is just a paper flower I had. And I've had these paper flowers since my daughter's wedding. Her daughter is 13, so she's been married 15 years. And I made those for her shower. So I made little, you know, cards for her shower with these paper flowers. And they're just the individual petals. So there's that one, which I put there. And then this one, I just put some trim. This had a lot of daisies and things on it. And then this one, I did the butterflies. And this one, I did the buttons. And the buttons are all sewn. It's just that I glued them on. So I don't need any more ruffles for that one. But I do need ruffles for this one, which is really getting chunky. So what I'm going to do is pull a page. Now what I do is I'll typically tear, I think this is about 1 inch. I'll tear my strip of paper, my strip of fabric. I think this is about 1 inch. Yeah, it's about 1 inch. I never measure it. I eyeball it, but I always know approximately. You know, I just snip it and then tear it. And then I have this piece of fabric. And I always iron it first, you know, after I tear it, because it kind of bunches up after you tear it. And then this one is pretty old. I've had it for a long time. It's a vintage sheet, actually, and I stamped on it. So I pulled that out, too, because I think that that might go well in the journal if it's not too wide. I may use that for a pocket or something, you know, on a page. This has to be pressed. I just took it out of my stash. But yeah, I love old sheets. I used to make pajama sets for mommy and daughter, but the sheets started getting really expensive, so I don't do that anymore. Besides, it's a lot of work. So, you know, I think I'll use that for that because I think for a ruffle it'll be too wide. So I'm going to pull a page out of here. Just don't know which one. Let's see what color. Perhaps I'll do this here. Yeah. So I'm going to pull this page out and I'm going to put this over here. And you could do this on any piece of paper and then just cut the paper and glue the paper down on your page. You don't have to do it directly on your page, okay? But I'm going to do that. So now how do I want it to go? I think I'll do it this way. And then just, you know, you can just trim your threads or what have you. So what I always do is, you know, I'll line it up. And I'm going to take my piece of fabric here and I'm going to just roll it over. So that'll be my top. Take my glue. And I do make ruffles on the sewing machine, but not a lot of people have a sewing machine. I also make them by hand by just stitching them and pulling the thread and pulling it down, you know, till I have the ruffle I want to make. You know, the ruffle is big or as small as I want it. But this is just a very easy way that I can make ruffles, you know, and nobody's ever the wiser. So I fold that over and just glue it. And now I'll start my ruffling. So I'm going to, can you see everything good? I think so. My A-frame. Hold on one second. Okay. So now I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to go down a little bit because this dries pretty fast. So I'm going to go like this and take my ruffle, put it right there at the top, like so. And then I'm going to take this because there's glue underneath it, and I'm just going to pull it up like this and press it down. And then there still might be enough glue underneath there so I can do the next one. And down. Okay, and I've run out of glue, so I'm going to take it and I'm going to do another straight little line like so. And this is the Nora giveaway journal. You don't have to comment on this. I'm just showing you how to make ruffles. This is, you know, I'm not doing this for this. I mean, I am doing it for this journal, but not as part of the giveaway. But by all means, if you'd like to comment, please do so. I really appreciate it. So then, yeah, so that's all you do. Now I'm going to take some more glue and keep, you know, keep trying to keep my straight line. Go down a little bit. And I'm going to pull this up and press it down like so. And like so. So I'm just like folding it upwards, just like you would if you were doing it on a machine. And then if you'd want to, if you're doing this on a piece of like, what I use is, oftentimes I will do this on sewing paper, you know, that you get in a pattern, like pattern paper. I'll make a whole bunch of these on pattern paper, and then I'll sew them on the machine, and then they're ready to go. I just glue them on. With, you know, the sewing machine pattern paper is very light, so it doesn't take up a lot of bulk in your journal. So then you do that. But my journal pages are ready, so I figured I'd just do it right onto my journal page. And then, and this is just a cotton, you know, like a, I guess, you know, like quilting cotton. It's just a scrap. So then one up like that. And then I need some more glue. So I'll put some more glue. And then again, I'm taking it, folding it up, and press down. And I'll just go up and press down here. And the nice thing is the glue is underneath these ruffles, so the glue doesn't come through the fabric. See? And then you just do it again until you get to the bottom. And then you can either snip this off, or I'm just going to fold it over like this. I'm going to add a little bit more glue down here. And I'm simply going to tack that down. So you can do this on paper, you can do it on tissue paper, you can do it on pattern paper. I like the pattern paper. So glue all your ruffles, and then once you're done, take it to your sewing machine, or You could do it with, you know, thread and needle, and then you'll have them ready. You'll have all your ruffles ready. Isn't that cute? Now, I don't know what I'm going to embellish this with, or even if I will. It depends on what I put on this page. So, now, I'll just put this, where did this go? I know, okay. So I put this back here. That's my middle. And I've got this here. So now I have a ruffle on my page. It's very sweet. I love that. So that's how you make a ruffle. And then you can embellish it with anything. I have these little flowers I could embellish it with, these little daisies. You know, if I want. You can embellish it with buttons, which I'll likely do because I love buttons. But this is how sweet the buttons will look. You know, I could put that. Here's a little yellow one. That's probably what I'll do is buttons, obviously, but I'm not going to do them now. Here's another one. I'm just giving you an idea. I'd have to go through this whole little button jar to find the right colors or whatnot. Or you could take and do, well, this is kind of heavy. I wouldn't use that one, but this is very lightweight. You could do just one button, but thread it first, you know, and then just have one button. Okay, so I have so many different buttons in here. It's kind of different looking. It still has a sticker on it from, it's very, very different, very vintage. A lot of these were my mom's. My mom-in-law's. But yeah, so you get it. So then you just thread this like you're sewing it, and then you can just glue it on. Or if this is on tissue paper, you could sew it right on to where you wanted to, and then glue the tissue paper with the ruffle on it. So I'll do one more. Where are we? 22. Okay, let's do one more. So this I embellished with, this is just a stamp I have, and this is just a piece of fabric. So this is a rusted safety clip, and then I put some lace with some buttons, and then here I put a little piece of a, this was an antique tablecloth that I cut apart. Hand crocheted tablecloth, and that's in a little vintage envelope, and I stuck that in there. So now, you know, you just unclip this and you still have the letter. Well, you don't even have to unclip it, the letter's still in there. So that's how I embellish that. And let's find a page. I really liked this. I thought it gave it a lot of color. So let me just find a page to put it on. Let's see how far back this one is. This one is way back here. Oh, that's on the back page. So let's go closer to the middle. And let's see how this looks on this page. It's a lot of blue, so I don't think that would go very well. It's yellow and pink. Now you could do something like this. Well, no, because I have that there. That's a pocket. Oh no, I'm running out of pages. Wait a minute, something's not right. That's the front page. Oh dear. how about we do, let's see. I'll go with this one. Well, no, that's on the back of the center page. I'll go with this one. I think that looks pretty. So I'm going to take this page out of my book because it's just easier that way. And I'll do this so I know where it goes. And we'll do one more. So again, we're going to just take our little piece up here. See if I want it to go which way. I don't think it matters. Oh, I don't think it really matters. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of glue and I'm just going to fold this piece over the top like so. And that gives me my start of my ruffle. And then, so thready. I like the torn edge, but it can get thready. So, once again, I'm going to pull you down just a little bit. Don't mind my fingers, so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so, hand frame. I think so. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. And I like to have an edge so I know where I'm putting my glue. So I'll just put a little bit of glue here. I'll stick this down. So that it's, you know, not off the edge of the page. You can have it off the edge of the page. I'm just not going to do that today. And then, and you can do this with ribbon, you can do it with lace, you can do it with whatever you want. So there's that. Put a little bit more glue. And like I said, this dries fast, so that's why I do it in little stages. But it's so simple. So just tear up some strips and, you know, get some paper, some tissue paper, and make yourself some ruffles. And then you have them ready. And like I said, you can still sew them on your sewing machine, but if you don't have a sewing machine, I know a lot of people don't. So, just want to make sure that's not coming too far off the edge. Nope. I know a lot of people don't have sewing machines, and they don't particularly like to hand stitch either, so I like to make things easy for people, especially my newbies to junk journaling. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. I really appreciate it. And if, you know, if there's anything I'm ever using that you would like to know where I got it, or like I couldn't tell you where I got this fabric. I probably had it since my quilting days. I don't know. Or I could have made an Easter dress out of it for one of my grandchildren. It could have been part of the Easter dress. I don't know. Or my grandchildren or somebody. That might need some glue. I don't know if there's any glue there. Not much. So still in a straight line. And just press this down, and we'll press this down. And I don't know if I'll do anything on this one because it's got a lot of flowers. It looks so pretty. So I might not put anything on it. Or maybe just, yeah, I probably won't put anything on it because I can't even really embellish it with a flower. Now, if you've got something like this, just take a little dab of glue, stick it down. Just hold it down. But bring that up, okay? And then one more here. So I'll end it off by doing one more there. And then I'll fold this under and see if I can't get that glued there. Pull this up just a little bit. And you still have time to work a little bit because, you know, it's Fabri-Tac and it's forgiving, so you still have a little bit of time to work with your ruffle. And there you go. And that's it. That's how you make a no-sew ruffle. And like I said, tissue paper or tracing paper, just regular paper, you know, and then, you know, tear it into strips, and then you've got it to glue right onto a page. But the pattern paper works really well because you can't see it. And I just put it right on my mat and I make my ruffles. And I always make them about the same size because all of my papers are pretty much the same size. So, because you can always trim them. And that's it. That's how you do it. And by all means, you could sew it. You could do whatever you wanted, but that's a no-sew. So then I'll put this back here, and that looks lovely. I love it. Wait a minute. Let's see. This goes here, I believe. No, it doesn't. I think it does this. Yeah. Well, I don't remember. See, I shouldn't have taken that out. I think it goes like this. Yes, it does. I think. I don't even remember, but I'll be moving the pages around anyway. But see, doesn't it look pretty? I love it. I'll probably add a third one. I just don't know what yet, which, you know, what I'll use. But there's that one, and then there's that one, and then I'll probably add a third one. I typically will do 3 ruffles in a journal. So like perhaps on this page. But this, I think, is too wide, and I could, you know, strip it down, but, you know, I could cut it, but I don't really want to do that. And I do think, well, it might not be too wide. It might look okay. Yeah, I could do that, but I won't keep you. I think you got it. If you need to see more, just let me know, and I'll be happy to show you. And hopefully I'll get this ready for Wednesday, which is the drawing. And let's see. And my mom's I'd like to ship out tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll have it ready yet, but I'd like to do a walkthrough of that. So I'll be working on that this afternoon, but Nora's coming along. I just love her so much so far. She's got little butterfly antennae there. And then I just, yeah, I love the colors in that. So pretty. I'll post these on the Daisy's Web's Facebook site. So in case any of you are following along with this journal, that goes there. But yeah, so I think that looks really nice. So, okay, well, that's it for today, folks. I hope you have a great day. And if I happen to come along something that I think you really should see, I'll definitely, you know, I'll definitely turn on the camera, okay? But I definitely wanted to show you those. All right, so that's today's video. No Sew Ruffles. All right, until I see you again, be well, be kind, be safe, and God bless. Love you all. Bye.